Hello, welcome to what some people say is some of the most fun you can have on the water. Never ride after consuming alcohol or drugs. Laws pertaining to driving under the influence are also enforced on the water. Anyone who operates or is a passenger on a personal watercraft must, by law, wear a U.S. Coast Guard approved life jacket suitable for personal watercraft use. Footwear, eye protection are also recommended for your safety. Operator and passengers should keep both feet on the deck at all times. Children must be big enough to hold onto the person in front of them or the handhold, and to keep both feet securely on the footrest floor. A passenger should never ride in front of the operator. It's too dangerous. If an operator or passenger falls off, turn off the engine and reboard from the rear. Never board a PWC while the engine is running. The jet of water, and possibly debris, exits the jet thrust nozzle at very high pressure and can cause severe injury. Do not apply throttle when anyone is at the rear of the PWC. If they are, turn the engine off again. Turn off the engine completely when anyone is boarding the PWC. Anyone in the water near the PWC should stay away from the intake grate on the underside of the vessel at all times. Long hair, loose clothing, or life jacket straps can become entangled in moving parts, resulting in severe injury or drowning. The throttle can also help keep you safe. When you need to steer away from objects, don't release the throttle. The thrust of water jet at the back of the boat creates forward motion. It also moves left and right, and so steers the PWC. Forward motion combined with steering allows you to change direction. Without giving the PWC some throttle, you lose momentum, and thus the ability to steer. Remember, in an emergency, do not completely let go of the throttle. You need some thrust from the jet to turn the PWC. A PWC is a high-performance boat, and your operation of it should reflect your level of experience. Here are some things to keep in mind. Avoid aggressive maneuvers. You'll reduce the risk of loss of control, ejection, and collision. Sharp turns or jumping wakes or waves can increase the risk of collision and back, spinal injury, paralysis, facial injuries, and broken legs, ankles, and other bones. The safe choice is not to jump wakes or waves. In most states, the law prohibits jumping wakes. The PWC you're renting might have a reverse function. Do not use it to stop or slow down. Your forward momentum, in combination with a too rapid deceleration, might cause loss of control and your ejection or the ejection of any passenger who might be on board. The loss of momentum might also cause you to impact the handlebars, and again, the possibility of loss of control. You're out on the water maybe to escape auto traffic and probably regain a sense of freedom, freedom that only boating provides. But sometimes there's traffic on the water too. Whether you're on the water with other PWCs, larger boats, or both, keep your focus and be aware at all times. Keep a safe distance away from people, objects, and other watercraft. Stand up often and scan your surroundings. For other personal watercraft, boats, water skiers, tubers, swimmers, divers, or obstructions in the water, don't follow directly behind another watercraft or boat. And do not go near others to spray or splash them with water. You can't predict what others will do, but you can be predictable to others on the water. How? By doing what's expected and knowing basic boating etiquette and guidelines. Sharp turns and other maneuvers make it hard for others to avoid you or predict your movements, and can make it impossible for them to avoid a collision with you. Give sailboats under sail, large commercial vessels, and fishing vessels the right of way. Stay to the right when approaching an oncoming craft so that it passes on your left side. When overtaking another boat, you can pass on the right or left, but stay clear. If you're about to cross paths with another boat, the craft on the right has the right of way. Slow down to let the boat continue its course, then pass behind it. Even when you are sure you have the right of way, a good rule is to never insist on it. Always ride defensively. Why not be courteous and let the other boater pass? If your course takes you across the wake of another boat, make sure that boat does not obstruct your visibility. Stay far enough behind it so that you can see if other traffic is coming your way. The local regulations regarding speed limits are put there for good reason, whether posted or not. Follow them. Slow down and lower your speed in congested areas. It's just not worth the risk to go faster. Ask your rental operator to tell you the speed limits before you go riding. Near shore, within 100 feet, or in shallow water, go slow at an idle speed. Make no wake and observe posted no wake zones. It's always best to ride in main channels and avoid riding in shallow water. Let's sum it all up. You're renting a personal watercraft, so it's your responsibility and no one else's to know and follow all federal, state, and local laws pertaining to the use of the PWC. There are restrictions that often vary by state or jurisdiction, including minimum operator age, no wake zones, designated areas where you can operate the PWC, and speed limits. Be sure your rental operator explains everything to you before heading out. Know all manufacturer safety materials and labels. Know your local boating laws. Know navigational marks and signs. Know the rules of the road. And know your own capabilities. All these warnings and information aren't meant to scare you, just to encourage your awareness and help keep you safe. Ultimately, you must use your good judgment, and you must follow all the rules that apply to you and your PWC. You're in command. You're the captain. Smart riders don't ride beyond their capabilities, but do operate defensively. Ask your rental operator questions if you're unclear about anything.
Okay guys, hi, we're just going to do a quick orientation, just go over the features of this jet ski, show you how to operate this thing. Firstly, we've got the lanyard or the key. It's just in this little enclosure here. You just pull this latch back and pull it up like this. You'll find the lanyard in here. It's a wrist lanyard, just attaches to your left hand wrist. When you get on the craft, always board from the rear. Don't try to get on from the side. They're very unstable from the side, but they're very, very stable from the rear. Climb up onto it. Just give it a push out as you get onto it. This little C-clip right here goes underneath this little button. The engine won't start unless that's under there, and if you come off the ski, it comes out, shuts off the engine. So this is your start button right here. Here's your stop button. To start the ski, do not use any throttle. You're just going to hit that green start button, and away you go. The engine's running straight away. There's your stop button to stop it. Okay. Now, leaving the marina, it's a no wake zone, so idle speed only until you get beyond the no wake buoys. Once you pass those, then you can get on the gas and go for it. Okay, now coming into any of the beaches, we've got two simple rules so we don't get any damage to the watercraft. Rule 1, we want them kept in 3 feet of water at all times. Please don't put them on the beach. We've got an anchor, and I'm going to show you that in just a moment. The second thing is, don't hit anything, okay? So those are our 2 rules. Once you see you've got 3 feet of water, just pull the lanyard off, jump off it, and stop it in 3 feet waist deep water. Inside here we've got something called a rock anchor bag for you. Just take it out, pull this out, fill this bag with rocks, drop it in about 3 or 4 foot of water, just clip it onto the front of the ski and you have an anchor system. When you want to go out and play, just unhook it, you've got a float on it, it'll just bob around the water. When you're done, ski up to it, put it back on, and when you're ready to move on to another location, please just empty the rocks out of the bag. You'll find more rocks at the next beach. We also have a fire extinguisher. If you're pulled over by a ranger, please let them know it's a rental craft. They're going to want to see your rental agreement, your life vest to make sure it's Coast Guard approved, and this fire extinguisher located in this cover right here. Now all our skis are equipped with registration, it's on both sides. We also have a lake pass, so you don't have to pay to get it into Lake Mead. We've also got our phone number up here. If you have any problems, please call us, and we have the National Park number there for any emergencies. Gas goes in here. You're going to fill the ski up before it goes to the lake. You'll see a gas station across the road from our location here at Skiwi. So gas it up on the way to the lake, you can just bring it back empty, that's fine with us. Underneath the seat, it's all engine. There's no storage here. Please leave the seats intact. Right, once we get outside and we've got your life jackets, we'll be joining you at the jet ski. We'll be videotaping the ski for your own peace of mind and just making sure there's no damage. And if there is any damage, we want to document it before you leave. When you're ready to launch your jet ski, you'll see there's a tie down on the back here. It's a very simple press release tie down. Just take it off, like so, and put it into the front storage bin of the jet ski. And then when you're ready to launch the jet ski, just back it in so the water level is just a few inches above the fender. Take your tie down and just put it in here. Take it with you, don't leave it on the trail. Alright guys, if you're going to be doing a bit of tubing, the law here in Nevada requires that 3 people have got to be involved. No more, no less. you're going to have a driver, one person on the tube, and the third person is going to be a spotter who's going to be on the back of the jet ski. And they're going to be on the back of the ski like so. The whole idea is if someone comes off the tube, this orange flag goes up in the air, allowing boaters in the area to know that there's someone down in the water and to avoid the area. Also be aware that this person, the spotter, must be at least 13 years of age.